1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are good. Hopefully. Sounding smooth. Okay, I'll be with you in just 2 seconds. You know how it is. You know how it is. We get that community post rolled out, and we are going to get straight cracking. Hopefully I'm sounding crispy clear. I haven't actually got my headset connected, my headphones connected yet, so I can't tell if the sound is okay, but my OBS is reading loud and clear. What's up, Angel? What's up, bro? How we doing? I'll be with you in just a moment. To get this post rolled out in a second. Punctual. Oh, shit. Okay, that is live. I'm gonna ping the Discord as well, and then we're in. We're going. And I'm about to sneeze as well. This is not a good start. The stream. Okay, we're good to go now. We are sweet. Where's my live stream chat at? Where are you motherfuckers at? I'm so messed up by hay fever today, so if I sound a bit nasally or I look nasally, now you know why. I have not got any of that medication. Bushmaster, what's up? Colin, you don't ever change the name. You just change the name every time, man. I don't think you've ever called me by my actual name. That's something I'm starting to realize. Can't wait, shut the fuck up. Give us some catnip or something. That's probably a good idea. I don't know. Does that mellow them out? Does that calm them down? I feel like it might, right? I feel like that's the way to go. Oh my god, my nose is going. And I don't have any tissues. Not a good start. Guys, I look like I've been sniffing some bad shit. Oh my god, I'm dying. But we're firming it. We are firming it. How are we all doing? Good to be back. New sunshine rising on the UFC right now. After this whole Jones-Aspinall saga, which we can finally move on from, we can start focusing on the fights that are actually going to happen and actually matter, namely Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira this weekend. I can't believe it this weekend. It's come by so quickly. And I'm very, very excited, and I think Ilia Topuria is going to... I mean, most of you will know how vocal I am on my prediction for that. I'm very firm on an early finish for the Spaniard, but we'll see. Islam did clarify that the UFC did not make him give up his 155 belt, but he did the same stuff as Fury Hill. I don't buy that for a second. Because, I mean, to be fair, maybe it was Ali Abdel, his manager. Ali was talking about it. Like, saying, oh, this and that, because, you know, he speaks for them a lot of the time. So I don't really know what the truth is, to be fair. You might be right. I actually have no idea. MSG, him and JDM and Tom Garn comment. Is it confirmed MSG, their fight? Is that for UFC 319? No, that's Duplessis Shemaev. Is it 320? I guess they haven't announced a date for it. But 320's in Vegas, so it can't be there. I mean, end of the year is when they usually do the MSG cards, right? So I'd imagine that's about UFC 321, 322. So something around there, right? What's up, Nav? How we doing, man? Good to have you. Good to have you. No, you forgot? No? Is it not then? Oh, I don't know. That would be a good... I mean, as a main and co-main, I don't think you're going to have Tom Aspinall as a co-main event, to be honest with you, mate. He's one of the biggest stars in the sport. You're just not putting Tom Aspinall as a co-main. You just aren't. You're telling me with a straight face that you're going to do that? One of your biggest stars? Especially... listen, if you can take a silver lining from that whole John Jones situation saga, it's the Tom Aspinall's stock has been elevated and put into the limelight so much. You know, obviously he hasn't fought, and that sucks. But, you know, I'm trying to take a positive out of that situation, and that's that Tom Aspinall's notoriety and renown has gone up tenfold since this whole saga. So I don't think he's co-main event worthy material. He's main event and then some. What's up, Steve? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's good to have you back. I don't forget, man. It's good to have you back. I appreciate it. The Ngannou video is dropping tomorrow on the Patreon and then a week later on YouTube. So that is almost done. There's a couple of final touches I need to add. Just fixing up some of the music, checking for copyright, and also just finishing the Patreon ad read I got in the middle because I want to get that right. Again, I'm just being transparent about the whole creative process with you guys. It's so nearly there. Atomic, I'm good, man. Abhinav, good to have you get back as well. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. But I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. You know, ups and downs. You know, with the old brain, you know how it is. But pretty good. Pretty good today. Apart from the fact I was getting bodied by hay fever, absolutely destroyed by it. So my energy was very low for most of this morning and afternoon, and I didn't get much done until later on. But we're making progress. We're making progress, and of course I couldn't miss the stream. Could never. But yeah, Ngannou video will be out on the Patreon tomorrow. I will link it for you guys if you want to check it out. You're not obliged, but you will get access to videos early before everyone else, along with loads of other benefits as well, which you can check out later on when that drops. And then after the Ngannou video, I haven't fully decided, but I'm thinking of doing either a John Jones video or a Tom Aspinall video. And I'd rather make the Tom Aspinall one, personally. I think it's but equally I kind of wait for I kind of want to wait for when he gets a fight, so I'm not entirely sure. But what do you guys think? Because if I was going to do a John Jones video, I wanted to just sort of talk about how he's destroyed his own legacy. I know it's kind of been done, but you guys know the style I can produce and what I can make. So if you want to see that, let me know. But if it's the Aspinall video or anything else, if you have any other suggestions, please don't hesitate. No, Steve, it was after. What's up, Ricky? Is that what we're going for? The Ginger Dharma this time? I thought it was the other dude you preferred. The other serial killer. Have you ever done a watch along? I did a couple back in the day. I actually did. Speaking of Tom Aspinall, I did one for 295 when he knocked out Pavlovich on my crusty ass webcam, which with terrible lighting, so the green screen comp was awful. You can find the archive if you scroll down far enough. It's there. My reaction is quite hilarious. Lima or Talbot? I've got Lima, but I really want Talbot to win. Tough matchup for him. I can't lie. Crazy for British time, exactly. That's why I don't do them. they're very tiring. Watching MMA at that late is tiring in itself, let alone doing a watch along, talking with the chat for like 7 hours and having a camera and lights blaring in your face. It's pretty draining. Obviously, Tom is big in the UK and Europe and the US. John is scum, but he does have massive casual fan base. I think Tom is massive in the US now. I think he's one of the biggest names in the sport. I think you'll see that. If he gets a fight, main events it, on a pay-per-view, I think you'll see the numbers. To be fair, I think it requires proper competition. So if it was Cyril Gane, I think it would do pretty decently. But obviously the Jones fight is more so because of the narrative, not even about Jones. It's more so the narrative of the two put together that's been built up over so long. That's what made that fight appealing from a monetary perspective. If you've got your UFC business brain on, that fight made sense from a monetary perspective, not just as the fact that it's a great fight for legacy. Watch a good video, Tom video titled "How Tom Retired John Jones." Yeah, I think I watched that. That was like his road to the belt and stuff. Predictions for Rogan versus Liver King. Considering, is he still in prison, Liver King, now? What was my reaction to Jones' retirement? Games, I was obviously fuming about it. I mean, listen, annoyed but not surprised. Listen, we all know John was scared to fight Tom Aspinall. We've known this for a long time. It was just baffling how he was able to keep hold of the belt and not be stripped. And he just kept hold of it out of spite. I'm not really sure what the plan was, because it was very much clear he was never going to fight Tom, ever. Ever. We're just being honest with it. Like, it's like the Ange quote. Yeah. Cold and very much a premonition, right? Damning is probably the word I'd use. Let's see how it goes. Am I the only one who feels bad for Dariush? Not really. I feel like, listen, MMA is a tough game. It's unforgiving. It's not just Dariush, exclusively to Dariush. I mean, he's been through some tough shit. So is everyone else. I do think he's going to get a win over Moicano this time, though. I think he's going to knock him out. I think Dariush is going to knock Renato Moicano out. I think he's going to TKO him. Got power in that right hand. People forget. Remember, he dropped Gamrot a while back, UFC 280. I believe it was UFC 280, which was Makhachev versus Oliveira, speaking of the man. And Dariush fought Gamrot on that card, and it was quite a big upset when he won there. Can you say happy birthday? I can, Pon, if it's yours. I mean, if it isn't yours, regardless, I'll say it anyway. But I hope it is, for the sake of this conversation. But it's good to have you back, Pon, and I hope you're having a great birthday as well, my man. Thank you for being here. How so? What? How he's going to get the TKO? Is that what you mean? I mean, I just think the right hand. I think Moicano is, if that's what you're referring to, I think Moicano is so susceptible on the feet. His striking defense is pretty poor, and it's rudimentary at best. I mean, any good strikers have been able to. He's very much a hittable fighter. This is what I'm getting at. And I think Dariush, despite the fact he's on the back end of his career, is slower, is a bit older. I think he'll find the chin. I don't see this going to a decision, Bagua. Seriously. But I respect the pick. Jones versus Cain Velasquez, winner of freedom. Well, Jones is walking free at the moment somehow. It is your birthday. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, man. Everyone show him some love. Show him some love, game. Also, about 3 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, it was. That's a good point. Fucking hell, it was 3 years ago. Man, that is crazy. I've been watching MMA for a while now. When I actually deep it, yeah, about 7 years. That is fucking insane. Oh my god. This feels like this is like the 3rd year I've been watching MMA, but it's been 7. Maybe like really like recently like 6.5, but I started watching in 2018. Fucking nuts. Is it me or has Manel Cup only fought 2 times in the last 5 years? He's very inactive. I don't know. He says injury, a lot of cancellations. He always seems to have a fight cancelled. I don't understand. Ivar, my man, with your gifted membership. I see you. Shout out to whoever did that, by the way. I can't remember who he was because he didn't even say anything in chat. He just dropped the gifted and ran. But welcome back, Ivar. 4 main card predictions. Yeah, man, I got you. I got you. Let's have a look. I'm pretty firm on some of these picks, I have to say. So, let's kick it off. Let's bring it over here, actually, so I'm a bit more in line with the camera. We'll go from the bottom. I'm glad Peyton Talbot and Lima is opening the card. I think that's a great fight. I'm going to go Lima by decision. But it's tough. We've got 2 great prospects. I'm almost annoyed. I am annoyed that they're matched up with each other because they deserve a better fight, both of them. I'll go Lima by decision. Dariush by a TKO. Royval over Van, though I would love Joshua Van to win, but I think Royval's experience will be the dictating factor here. I'm going to go Royval by decision. I'm going to go Pantoja via submission with a rear naked choke. And then Ilia Topuria via 1st round knockout. Could be the 2nd, but I'm going to go 1st because if I get it right, it's going to sound a hell of a lot cooler. So Ilia Topuria, 1st round finish against Charles Oliveira. Yeah, I'm pretty firm on that pick, actually. The Ilia Topuria by finish, whether it's a submission or a knockout, I'm very, very, very confident in. I just don't see that fight going another way. And I hate to pick against Charles Oliveira. I really do, and I try not to these days. But again, it's all about trajectories for me. If you're looking at trajectories, yes, Charles Oliveira's coming off a win, but he got clipped by Michael Chandler in the back end of that fight. And yeah, he looked good, but Michael Chandler is very much past it. You cannot get away with the mistakes he was making against Chandler against a man like Ilia Topuria. You simply can't. And for that reason, I just think Topuria will find the chin against a man who is so hittable. You know, he really is. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. Has my stream died? My studio tab just bugged out. No, I think we're sweet, right? We are sweet. Yeah, we're good. Stream chat bugged out. We're sweet. There you go. Turtles, my man. Welcome back. 317 is mid. I think it's decent. The cost of fight's shit, though. I'm not interested in that. I'm not... In Costa Kopolov, I don't care about. That's the one you're referring to. What do you think of the new John Jones criminal charge? I have nothing to say about it because it's... As I said, Daniel Cormier said it best. It's just a showing of this man's character that he's going to repeat the same mistakes. You know, he will and he has. So I'm not surprised. Turtles, my man, welcome back. You think Arman can beat Topuria? Of course I can. He's very good. But I think Topuria was going to beat him. It's a close fight, and the odds will definitely reflect that. But JVD, welcome back as well, my man. Always love the energy you bring, bro. My teammate is fighting Andreas Gustafsson in Paris. Really? No way. I'm going to look on Tapology. Hang on. Really? Oh, Fakhretdinov, right? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Because you said you trained with these guys, right? Yeah, I like Fakhretdinov. He's good, man. He beat... Oh, no, he was going to fight Bonfim. That's it. Yeah, he's got a win over Nicholas Dolby, which I think he got lucky in that one. I remember Dolby should have won it. But yeah, again, he's got some legit wins. Win over Brian Battle. Not bad at all. I like Fakhretdinov. He's fun to watch. How is he to train with? I've been watching since Chuck Liddell. That's, yeah, OG days, man. Golden era of the UFC right there. Ortega's staying 145. Yes, he's fighting Aljo, right? No, I don't think... Ortega just looks slow, man. Maybe he should move up to 155, but I think the mileage is catching up to him now. The damage he's taken in his career, because he hasn't actually been that active, but if you look at the damage he's taken in his fights, it's significant, and that adds up, you know? So but the Aljo fight is a good one stylistically for him, based on the fact that Aljo is not a super hard hitter. So that would be a nice grappling fight, I think, between both guys. Everything you make is going on my parlay. Run it, man. Run it. Go for it. I'm gonna do some betting. I'm gonna put some money on Ilya for sure, and maybe a couple of here and there. Arnold Allen, Lerone Murphy. Has that been announced? No way. Wait. Has that just been... Yo, link me that. Has that been announced? If that has, I like it a lot. But isn't Murphy a lightweight, or am I going insane? No, he beat Josh Emmett. He is a featherweight. Why? If they're matching those two up, where have you seen this? I ain't seen nothing on it. Not anytime soon, says Arnold Allen on Twitter. So I don't know. I mean, I like the fight. It's a fun one, right? Charles finishes him in the first. Very much could do. It's fire meets fire, man. Do I have my Conor? No, bro. I got Dariush by TKO. Hard to finish Olives in round one. Yeah, that's fair. I think the second round is a more than fair pick. I think it'll be in the first 2 rounds. He 30-24, bro. About that is really impressive. How do you like this list? Is this a list of what exactly? Your greatest fighters of all time? Because if it is, that's diabolical, bro. I'm not having Volk at number 1 as much as I love the man. And I'm certainly not having a Marab at number 4. Nor am I having Max at 8. What are we doing here, bro? And nor am I having Stipe at 10? Really? I know this is... Nah, that's rage bait. I didn't even get a rise to that. Can we agree that Oliveira fans have disappeared? I don't think so. I think people just... Listen, there's a difference between a fan and like a proper acolyte, right? I think everyone's been a fan of Charles since the Olive era, right? The Olive era, right? When he had the belt and there was something special about that title reign. I think everyone was on board. It just makes sense. He lost the belt. He's going to lose a little bit of stock and general excitement around him, you know? Gonna have a bet too? Go for it, bro. That your top 10? Conor don't deserve to be in that top 10, Steve. I'm gonna be real, man. Not rage bait. Is this your list or is this an AI one? Oh, this is the AI list. I mean, it's awful. Let me ask ChatGPT. I hate to do that, but okay. Based off, wait, as an MMA / UFC expert, we're gonna have a look at this, right? Give me your top 10 greatest fighters of all time based on resume, legacy, longevity, manner of wins, and we'll just say and manner of wins. All right, let's see what it says. I'll go through them. Okay, it's going from top to bottom, I think. Wait, I'll ask it to do it again in order. Do it again. Rank from 10 to 1. 1 being the best. Okay, there we go. We'll let that run. And this was the this was a response to it. Oh god, that's awful. Is he at... What are we doing? Is he at 2? This is the AI list, okay. But is that your list? Because that might be worse, bro. How are you having Izzy at number 2? If that's your list, that's worrying. I don't think it's crazy to say Volk is the most skilled ever. In terms of well-roundedness, I think that's like a fair argument to make just because he's very good everywhere. So I understand the point of view, but if we're talking about the greatest of all time and your position there, you have to include the legacy and resume and longevity. Not just about your skill set. Because I'd agree. I think objectively, Volk is a more skilled fighter than someone like Khabib because he's just got more tools. But Khabib was the more effective fighter. So there's a lot of factors, right? But we'll go through them. All right, this is including women. So Amanda Nunes is apparently at number 10. Okay, this list is already this list is already insane because I haven't scrolled down. But at 8 we've got Mighty Mouse, which is fucking nuts. So I'm scared on how this is gonna go because he should be at number 2 or number 1. Okay, Nunes at 10. DC at 9. Mighty Mouse at 8. Aldo at 7. Khabib at 6. Get out of here, bro. You're not having Khabib at 6. I mean, Jesus. Fedor at 5. I mean, I implied it was just going to be UFC, but I understand. That's a fair point. Anderson Silva at 4. Anderson Silva at 4. And I wasn't getting shocked about that because I think that's honestly that's a fair shout for Anderson Silva at 4. You guys will never guess who at number 3 is. Have a guess who's number 3, guys. You'll never get it. Have a guess who's at number 3. Please. He should be that high. Yes, he should, bro. 11 title defenses, right? Was it 11? What's up, Wolf? Good to have you back. No, not Islam. No. You'll never... I'm telling you. This brother, it should not be anywhere close to the top 10. I mean, no, he had a great resume. Great resume and reign. But, no. No, not Conor. Not Max. Think heavier. No, not Dom Cruz. Underrated though, I'll say objectively, Mossy Keehan, if I pronounced that right. Dom Cruz definitely underrated. Cub Swanson, no. I'll tell you, it's Stipe Miocic apparently in number 3, which makes no sense. Like what the fuck? Stipe at number 3, Jones at 2, and then GSP at number 1. Okay, their last 2, they're fair positions. But why is my mouse down at 8? Why is he below Anderson Silva and Stipe? Why is Stipe in the top 3 at all? What are we doing? I mean, ChatGPT, I said as an MMA expert, and clearly they're not because Stipe doesn't belong anywhere near the top 10. Sounds correct. Shut the fuck up. Actually, I'll give you my GOAT list. Let's try something. Can I move my camera over? Again, I'm trying to figure this out why it won't let me do that. We've done this before, but my opinions have definitely changed, I think. Oh, to be fair, this was the one I made last time, right? I'll change my screen in a second. I gotta turn my ad blocker off apparently. So it's annoying. Okay, can I stop this? Pause this site. Stipe's top 15. Yeah, that's a fair shout. It was Stipe Miocic, Steve. GOAT list. It wasn't my GOAT list. It was ChatGPT's GOAT list, but I'll give you mine. I know you're not that interested, but I am. So we're going to have a look at it if it lets me. Yo, George, my man. Marav, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it very much. Show him some love, gang. Is Marav vs. Jan not the freakiest fight ever? Freakiest fight? In what way? Well, it was definitely one of the most dominant ones I can remember. I mean, seeing Jan get dismantled like that was surreal. I mean, I guess it was, in hindsight, not a bad one to lose to because Marav has gone on to do phenomenal things in this game, so... Is that your list? Khabib. You put Khabib twice. Stipe, Aldo, Silva, Volk, DC, Jones, after he ducked Tom. Okay. I think DC at 4, I'm not sure. GSP, actually maybe. To be honest with you, that's not actually yeah, you know what? DC at 4, I'm not even mad about. Aldo's too low though. That's crazy. Whittaker deserves top 15. No, he doesn't, but I do love Rob as well. I am definitely biased towards Rob Whittaker, but he don't deserve to be in there. Your parlay, Donnie. Welcome back, bro. Talbot, Royval, Moicano, Pantoja, Oliveira. I don't love it purely on the fact that I'm pretty sure I did my predictions earlier, Donnie. I disagree with most of them. Talbot, Lima could go either way, but I'm going Lima. I'm going Royval as well, but I'm picking Dariush by TKO. I am also picking Pantoja, but I'm finding it hard to find a route for Charles Oliveira. I really am. Usman, overrated Reign. Great fighter, but overrated Reign. Let me finally get these over to you. Let's. Can you see that? I know my camera ain't showing up. I don't know why. It only works on one of my tabs at a time, which sucks. This was the GOAT list I made a while back. And I think this is fair, to be honest with you. But I don't hate that at all. I think that's like more than fair. I mean, looking at least the top 10. Going down after that, I'm not sure. Cejudo maybe a little low. Honestly... Makhachev, to be fair, no, Makhachev has fought a couple times since then. So this was a while back. So I'm going to move these. Makhachev's going to be... I mean, 4 title defenses. He's here at the moment. He's here right now. I think if he beats... If he becomes a 2-8 champion, he's shooting up to about the number 8. Maybe number 7. These, I can't even remember if I ordered right, to be honest with you. Yeah, Randy Couture, he shouldn't be that low. I'll put... These ones, like, again... Let's just, if you keep it within the top 10, with that context, I think that's fair. I think that's more than fair, to be honest with you. I mean, put on hindsight, to be fair, this was when he was the champ that I made this list. How was he not equal to Khabib, bro? Yeah, Khabib only had 3 title defenses. I think Pereira had 3, and he also was a 2-time, not a 2-time champion, but a 2-weight champion. He's definitely above Khabib. I'm sorry, but he is. And I love Khabib. You're talking about in terms of effectiveness of a fighter, I've never seen someone better than him, but he wasn't in the sport long enough. That's why he's knocked down. I think Prime Mike could beat a Prime Marab. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Moicano's still a pretty big favorite, is he? What are the odds on him? Let me have a look. Nah, it's about a pick and fight, man, on the odds. Put me and go. Sure, I can't add a picture of you, I'm afraid, but if I could, I would. If I could, I would. The issue should be above Silva and Aldo. I think above Aldo is a stretch, man. I think the amount of defenses and the length of the reign and the manner of wins, I think you have to have Aldo above. But I honestly, they can all be. Most of these guys could be interchangeable. Silver's overrated? No, he's not, man. Happy to swap DC and these four. It's tough. Bro, it should be below Izzy, Islam, and Max. I mean, no, I don't. I feel bad about putting him below Izzy. To be honest with you, I think that's unjust. He did what Izzy couldn't. That was become a champion at two weight classes. Yes, Izzy's got more tight defenses, but I think Pereira's he's done more. He has. If you're talking about title reigns, he's done more. I'd have Merab in this conversation. Honestly, I don't think Merab's far off any of these guys. I think Merab would probably be just about here, but that could very much shift very quickly in a short period of time because he's definitely the bantamweight GOAT. So I have to have him up here. Why can't you have him above Max? Why not? How many times did Max defend the belt? Was it 3? How can you not? I mean, yeah. I don't think that's more. I think that's more than fair, to be honest with you. Islam's better title defenses than Khabib. Oh yeah, you're right. You know. Nah, you're right. I mean, the Moicano one, I can't back that, but I understand why he fought him. Short notice, it makes sense. Above Khabib though, no, you know what? You're right. I remember saying that if Islam won his next fight, he would be above Khabib. And I was talking about Sarukian at the time, but I think that's fair. I think that makes sense. You know what? I'm not mad about it. I think Pereira has to be above Izzy though. As much as I'm an Izzy fan, you know. I think Prime Silver beats DDP. No, I don't. I think it was just different eras. Merab's top 7. Yeah, I think Merab would maybe not yet, but very nearly above Max. His resume is nuts. You're right. Maybe he could be. Again, if Merab was here, he'd be just about in this sort of outcrop here, right? That's what I'd say. Max is a way bigger legend than Alex. In what context? Max ain't defended the belt that many times, bro, compared to some of these other dogs. Like, not saying his career isn't phenomenal, but the reality of this situation is... Wait, how can you see that ad and I can't? Am I tripping? Oh, no, my live stream was... Yeah, I love what Max has done, but if we're talking about resumes, you're comparing against some of the greatest fighters of all time. That's the reality of this list. You've got to be a bit unfair and brutal. Mighty Mouse needs to be higher than Conor on mine. I mean, Mighty Mouse. I mean, I'm happy to interchange these two, to be honest with you. Either of these guys can go at number 1 for me. But, you know what? Who gives a shit about belt defenses? It does matter, bro. Defending a belt is a difficult task, bro. I know Max has been there for years. Listen, it's a fair shout. I think it's a solid list, bro. I think about how much Alex did in a short period of time. I think that's worth something, right? I think that's worth something. But I don't know. Listen, the reality is with GOAT lists, it's kind of one of those conversations where no one's really right or wrong because you're talking about the greatest fighters ever. They all deserve to be part of the conversation, most of them. Unless the AI thinks unless your name's Stipe Miocic, who, to his credit, actually had a lot of title defenses and did well at heavyweight. But, I mean, no, let's be real. But I think that top 10 was pretty solid. Moon Venerable. Pereira's between 12 and 15. His wins against absolute bums, except Izzy. Robbed Yarn has 3 losses. He didn't rob Yarn. It was a close fight. It was a very close fight at 291. I don't think that was a robbery in the slightest. Clear Roundtree is definitely not a bum in the slightest. Jamal Hill's not a bum either. That's a former champion. Yes, you might say his resume is not as good, but it's still a great win. And Jiri Prochazka definitely is not a bum. Beating him twice is equally phenomenal. I'm pretty sure Jiri Prochazka, in every single one of his wins, has never gone to a decision, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's never gone to a decision in any one of his wins. And I think in his entire history of his career, he has gone to a decision twice. So, and that is out of 37 fights. So you're saying that's a can or a bum? I really don't understand how you can say that. Tom beats all of them. I agree. I think Tom will be on this list. In fact, he probably would be already in this conversation if it wasn't for John Jones holding up his career. But listen, when all is said and done, Tom Aspinall hangs up the gloves. He will, in my opinion, without a doubt, be in the top 7, at least. And the only reason I say otherwise is because he can't become a 2-weight champion, which does hold him back a little bit. But I think he'll go on to do phenomenal things. I mean, I've always said that. It's just a matter of getting the fights. Mad better all time than Mighty Mouse, bro. Come on. What are you talking about, bro? When I was a big old metal can shaped bum, Hill sucks. You can't suck and be a UFC champion, mate. I'm gonna be honest with you. Prime Stipe would beat most at current heavyweight. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the standard at heavyweight is particularly great, and I think he would beat Pavlovich as well. That's why I do think Stipe is actually underrated. But when you're comparing it to these guys who we were just talking about, it's hard to put him above most of them. I will actually give him credit though. I will say having those, though, I almost value the title defenses heavyweight a lot more because it's so easy to get finished at heavyweight by the top guys. This is the difference maker, right? If you're talking about heavyweight as a whole, most of them suck and don't actually get many knockouts. But when you're at the top level, you know, the good people at heavyweight, the margins are so thin. So racking up title defenses there consistently is a very difficult thing to do as a result of that. That's why I give Stipe a lot of credit, and that's why I will give Tom a lot of credit when he goes on to inevitably do the same thing. Will Tom finish inside the top 5? He's got a chance for sure, yeah. I think he needs to have a lot of defenses, though. He's going to have to start racking them up. And the good thing is, with his skill set at heavyweight, if he can keep getting these early finishes, he can turn around for a quick fight, you know? There's not a lot of damage, not a lot of mileage on him. He can keep fighting and be active. So if he's able to do that, which is easier said than done, of course, injuries, a lot of other variables. But if he can, if he could rack up like 7 title defenses, because honestly, I think he can do that, if not more. I really do. He is that good of a fighter. So with that in mind, I think he can definitely be up there. Tom scares people who couldn't even get fights. Exactly. Isn't that crazy? You know? I mean, that was back in his Cage Warriors days. Jury has 1 decision victory and drew a fight. Exactly. Yeah, 2 times he's ever gone to a decision. And someone called him a can or a bum. I mean, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? The heavyweights always struggle to get fights. Not in the UFC, no. There's a lot of bums out there. A lot. Alex is definitely top 10. Probably around 8th. Below Silva Aldo, but above Khabib Islam. I mean, I put him in 8th. So I think that's fair. But I think Makhachev will be above him. If Makhachev beats JDM, he'll be above him. And then, honestly, I think if he beats JDM, I think he'll... If Makhachev beats JDM, I think he might shoot into number 6. Maybe even 5. Because being a 2-weight champion is such a phenomenal achievement. It's so difficult to do. Regardless of simultaneous belts, I don't think that holds as much weight anymore in the rankings, purely because the UFC actively push against it. So I think with that in mind, you just base it on the idea of being a 2-weight champion. And with that, I think... I mean... Because then you're competing him with DC at that point. And then you look at the then it's a matter of resumes, because he'll have more title defenses than DC, and he'll both be a 2-weight champion. And I think the resume is better too. So I think you have to have him above him. And that means he'd be above Volk too, and that means number 6 for me. I really do. The Stipe that fought Jones could beat Tai Tuivasa and Martin Tibura. I mean... Probably. I mean, the bar is low. If we're being real, the bar's very low, bro. I mean, Martin Tibura, he's actually got some decent kicks. That's about all I'd say about him. And his grappling is okay. Tai Tuivasa's a slugger and he's game as hell. So maybe, honestly, I think Stipe would fold under Tai. Is that crazy? Maybe a little bit. He'll beat a punch drunk to share a big deal. Then failed to defend once, then brought an excuse to every loss since. He definitely didn't to the Prochazka fight, and I don't think he did to the Roundtree fight either. So I'm going to disagree with you there. How can you say he should have been cut when he won the belt? I mean, I don't understand. I'm not answering that question. That's why Conor went in my top 10. How isn't he in your top 10? Because he was a 2-weight champion? Sure, he didn't defend the belts once, though. That's criminal. I remember said Pereira had fabricated legacy because of the Khalil defense. Khalil would beat Jury and already beat Hill. Beating Jury, I don't know about that. The thing about Khalil Roundtree is he does really well when people are forced to fight his fight. Jury will just make you fight a dog fight. And with that in mind, the technique starts to go. I think it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight for anyone, but specifically for Khalil. I do think Khalil defense will age very well. I do agree on that, but just not with regards to him fighting Jury. DC is not a gold standard of which to other fighters on. No, I wasn't. I was just I was doing it in comparison between Makhachev and DC, because if you look at where Makhachev at is in his career, they're at similar stages to where DC ended his in terms of resumes. You know who is really good? You don't get to be champ back. So thank you, Jax. Thank you. It's not like what we're talking about. Deacon Moitano is probably the worst champ we've had, but I'm sure she beat up tons of. I'm not going to say the word, but Yeah, I agree. I agree. Diego Montana is probably the worst, or Jermaine Duranomy probably. She might have been worse. Ilya has a better resume than DC. I don't know. That's that's a little bit of a hot take. I mean, maybe when it's all said and done, I'd agree with you. He has got a really nice resume so far, but there's still so much left in his career. I mean, Holloway and Volk by knockout is phenomenal. I don't think you're going to get much better than that. I mean, Josh Emmett is a great win. Bryce Mitchell's a really strong win as well. So is Jai Herbert and Ryan Hall. And Yusuf Zalal. To be fair, it's a great resume. Yusuf Zalal as well, on his debut on short notice, that's a really underrated win, especially now. But you're comparing it to Daniel Cormier's? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, let's look at Daniel Cormier's. Stipe Miocic, great win. Derek Lewis, great win. Ozdemir, decent win. Rumble Johnson, phenomenally good win. Silva, but out of his prime, I'll say a decent win. Gustafsson, very good win. That was still a really strong prime Gustafsson. Rumble again, phenomenal win. Dan Henderson, phenomenal win. Frank Mir, great win, though he was out of his prime. Roy Nelson, yeah. Bigfoot Silva, sure. Josh Barnett is a good win. I mean, they're comparable, but I think DC's done more. In time. It's like an ambassador, not a Hall of Fame. You're saying DC's not a Hall of Famer. Are you kidding me right now? Sammy, you're not getting me with that, bro. Not getting me with that. I've ran this race, bro. I'm not becoming a specific, I'm not gonna do the thing. I'm not gonna say the words because I know what you're trying to get me to do. Will Ilya get the Islam fight if he beats Charles? Yes. No, I don't know. I think what will happen is no. The reason I say that is because I think we'll get the Paddy fight. I think Paddy will. I said this the other day, if Ilya calls out Paddy, they'll make that fight without a shadow of a doubt. I think Paddy will jump the queue for the lightweight belt and they'll fight. That's my opinion. You never get this press just for disagreeing with chat. Have you had a shit to get? No, I'm not pressed, bro. I'm just saying my opinion. I'm not pressed at all. I've had a decent day, man. Well, diamond hair blonde if Oliveira wins. No, imagine me with blonde hair. Holy shit. You know what? Maybe it would look good. Who knows? DC's a lay and prayer though. A lot of his early career wins, his leg compassed his way to victory. Yeah, Khabib did a lot of just relentless wrestling and ground and pound early on. I mean, and lack of ground and pound, I meant early on. I mean, my favorite type of berries are robberies. Patrick Tomas. Is he the guy who couldn't fight because the police couldn't remove his tag, or am I wrong? Which is crazy, by the way. I think Alex Gustafsson deserves in the Hall of Fame, and he already is technically because of his fight with John Jones, which of course deserves to be in there. But as a fighter, as a career, probably not. I don't think most guys who don't win the belts deserve to be in there, barring a few exceptions. I think Dustin Poirier is absolutely one of them. Then again, he was a champion, so I don't know what I'm talking about. He was an interim champion. But I think Dustin Poirier will 100% be in the Hall of Fame, without a shadow of a doubt. Gustafsson, though, I don't think so. And that feels harsh, but it's the Hall of Fame for a reason, you know? Don't like Paddy fighting all these guys on the way out, old guys. I mean, that's not his decision, is it? You know, the UFC offers him a fight, he's not going to turn it down. So I don't think you can blame him for that. Blame the UFC matchmakers if you're going to blame anyone for that one. Most wrestlers were lug humpers in their early careers. Sure, yeah, I don't think there's anything to critique per se. Might not be that exciting to watch as a spectator, but you're there to win. Did Justin say he's not fighting if he's not getting a title shot? I don't think so. I think he just said I think he just said his frustrations, which I think is more than fair. Just realised I've not been filtering by live chat, so I might have missed some people's. Apologies if that's the case. But yeah, listen, I don't know. With Justin, I think I can understand his frustrations. I think it's somewhat fair. But at the same time, you can't be waiting around in this game. It's the one thing you don't do. Very few chances where you can do it. Didn't John Anik call Bilal a future Hall of Famer? I hope not. Because he don't deserve to be in there. Guy didn't even defend his belt. He did say it was a title shot next if he won't fight. I mean, he has somewhat of a claim to it. And he has got name value, so that he could get the push. But beating Fazib is legit. What's one thing you want to accomplish this year? I really want to get the Patreon up and running and doing well, for one. That's a good question. Subscribers, again, I'm not even worried about that anymore. I think more of a personal life stuff. I just want to... I don't know, I haven't really got specific goals. I just want to be doing good in all walks of life. And that might sound like a boring answer, but it's not easy, Not easy to balance all of that out. I think I just need more... I want to find a bit more balance with my life. Which I think I'm starting to do. So, we'll see. I'm definitely a lot more happier, and I don't restrict myself. In terms of YouTube, I'm not restricting myself as much and not beating myself up as much anymore around deadlines and stuff. I'm just making the stuff I want and taking however long I need to make them. I'm not thinking as much about the money side of things, which feels good. And I might be earning less and getting less subscribers, but I don't really care. I've stripped myself back from that. Honestly, once you free yourself from being a slave to the algorithm as much, obviously there is a line. But you know, it's a freeing thing. Gus is in the Hall of Very Good. Yeah. Along with a lot of guys like Rumble, you know, rest in peace. But Rumble fits that mold perfectly. 50k subs by the end of the year and 4 or 5 more banger videos is all we require. I'll try for that. I'll try for that, man. I know subscribers ain't been high, but that's just because I ain't been uploading. Again, I'm trying to make good content for you guys. That's really my main goal. I want to elevate and create, which I think I'm doing. This Ngannou video is some of my best work, man. It really is. I'm so proud of it. I know it's taken this long. It's not even that long by video. It sounds like it's about 33 minutes, maybe a little bit less, but it's... I just like to think none of it's wasted. I think pacing-wise, it's perfect. I think it's not perfect, but it's so nearly... It's up there with my Volk video, you know, as some of my favorites. So I hope you guys enjoy it when it drops. Exactly, quality over quantity. All of it for me. Jones will get inducted because the UFC have goldfish memory. Here we are. Yeah, he is right. Middleweight Jones. Greg Hardy once missed weight at heavyweight. Greg Hardy is also he's also the heavyweight Jones, if that makes any sense. I know Jones has fought there, but Greg Hardy has got a lot of transgressions outside of the cage as well, so I think he has to be put in that conversation too. Because he's got a lot. A lot of transgressions. You gonna do Poirier for his retirement fight? Maybe. Is that soon? I did think about the other day. I don't know if I could get the turnaround in time, because I think the next video I want to do is either a Jones or an Aspinall video. So check stream reacts. I got you. Sorry, you said that earlier. I missed it. My apologies. Where am I looking? Here we go. Is this your heavyweight rankings? Aspinall obviously champion. Volkov 1. I agree with that. Garn 2. Pavlovich 3. No way. Pavlovich just got to be lower. Blades above Pavlovich. Almeida, put Blades and Almeida at 3 and 4, then Pavlovich at 5, and I'm happy with that. Tibura 6, fucking hell. The standard's so low, isn't it, heavyweight? Mario Pinto I like at 15. Man, the standard sucks at heavyweight. There's no one good. Holy shit. It sucks, bro. Dude works at Walmart now? Who? I saw that Johnny Hendricks is a police officer now, which is kind of cool. What fights am I planning to do videos on? At the moment, I'm looking at doing, as I said, the Jones or Aspinall. I haven't really decided. Maybe both. I might like to do a comprehensive video on that whole saga. I've done it. I know I've talked about it before, but not in my current style. I really want to just nail that and do a really comprehensive look for you guys. But if not, I might change my mind. Again, suggestions are more than welcome. I'd love to hear them. Poirier video would be cool. Volk Talk was the best. Yeah, I agree. But I think my Ngannou video might top it. But I don't know. I prefer both. Bit late to the Jones Aspinall one? Oh, maybe. Oliveira to Turo Don. It has been asked, but I will give it to you regardless. Ilia Topuria, first round knockout. Second is possible as well, but I just don't see it going any other way, man. USADA approved. Good reference. Greg Hardy and the Inhaler. Don't know haircut? Never, bro. No, I mean, I think it's at a pretty good length right now. No? I think it's too bad. Front is looking a little bit messy today. Yeah, it is, actually. Maybe it's not perfect right now. Maybe I do need to get it cut. My guy, Pon. Godspeed, bro. Hope you're winning, bro. I don't think I could... I think it's a little bit too much of an age gap for me, personally. 41 is a bit steep. Waldo beats Pavlovich, they're probably giving him a shot. No way, bro. I hate that guy. Waldo Acosta is so shit. I mean, sure, give him the shot so I can watch Aspinall fold him. Canadian Pinto unranked? Yeah, that is dumb. Come Aspinall priming. Hey, whoa. Hang on a minute. None of that. Did a bit of glue on my lip for going, what the fuck? Oh, right. Okay, I get you. Funny. No, I know you're fucking me. It's all good, man. Hey, listen, it's my style. I'm just going to own it. I like it. You're allowed your opinion, of course. I don't care. I know you're just fucking with me. It's all good. But I ain't changing it for no one. Just throwing it out there. Given he retired for good this year, an Aldo vid would be great. I've had an Aldo vid on the last year and a half. I thought about doing one, but it's just Getting footage of him I can actually use is so annoying. You'd be surprised. But I would love to do it. Maybe one day. Same with the Mighty Mouse one. How old am I though? 23. Great fucking A. You know it, man. You know it, Fon. Thank you. I think Tsuburo is going to beat him. Hendrix is a police officer. He's in your town? No fucking way, bro. That's wild. And your kid's in the same club. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I had a similar comment way back in the day when I first started making videos. I think I mentioned this before. There was a guy in my comment section who said Aljamain Sterling taught him wrestling at high school or something like that. And that does check out. So, small world. JDM Islam. I've actually got JDM in that. I've really been back and forth on it, but I think JDM would win. I do. I wouldn't have said that until after the Bilal fight, you know? That really surprised me, that performance. So I think JDM would beat him, yeah. Tash has got a lot thicker. Has it? I think it's just the lighting, man. It doesn't really grow that much more for some reason. I don't think the lighting is just shining it. I think it looks fine. I'm bored and jealous. Hey, listen. I'm keeping it while I can, and I'm going to do my best to keep it. I'm going to get on the finasteride and all that shit if I need to, man. At the moment, I'm fine. Hairline is chilling. But until when that day comes, because it probably will. Most men do lose the hair, but I will do my best to prevent it. And if I can't prevent it, I'm going to Turkey. I'm getting that transplant. Mariah is a cop in Miami. There you go. Bro, imagine getting pulled over by one of those motherfuckers. Wrong man to mess with. Did MKO's Islam back to lightweight just to get starched by Ilya? That would be something, right? If Ilya KO's Charles, I might genuinely cry. I think it's going to happen, man. And I love Charles, but I love Ilya as well. It's MMA. Looks even now. Was it wispy on the side? Maybe you're right. I think it's looking okay. I think it's not looking too bad. A little bit of, I wish there could be a little bit more there would be good. I don't know. Hendrix versus Dumas. I'm going to go Johnny Hendrix, man. Rule is that if your mother's father is bald or your own father is bald, it's chips, fam. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think the mother's father's side is somewhat true, but I don't know, man. I mean, regardless, I'm keeping it. I'm doing everything on my part. It varies, bro. Listen, I've got an uncle who's got a great hairline, and the other one is bald. So you don't know, man. Brenda Randomly is a cop. Is she? Damn, cops everywhere. COVID era UFC. It was. I mean, it was novel, right? It was novel for a time. Now, Aspinall versus Jones and Ilya versus Islam basically officially won't happen. It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks, but I'm not surprised. What is one fight you would matchmake if Dana gave you the keys? Can I say either of those? Because I'd say Aspinall Jones, man. I'd say Aspinall and Jones. I'm being honest with you. I'd say Aspinall and Jones. But, I don't know. I guess not. I mean, that would be the one to make. Outside of that, fuck it. Throw me Aspinall, Alex Pereira as an alternative. That's a fun one. Sure, it's probably only going to go one way, but why not? I hope Charles wins. I listen, I'm happy for either man. I prefer Ilya to win just off where the sport would go with him as champ. I think it would be more fun. So I prefer Ilya to do it, get it done. 131k in 49 hours. Brony's Jones skip views. Guru rate falling off as much as I don't particularly like the guy. He's doing very well. What advantages would Ilya have from not having to do extra weight cut? I mean, he's still going to have to cut a significant amount of weight. But I think, again, there's little details. Like, you have a better chin. You just can take more shots. Your cardio will be better. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Yeah, I like the stream, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's all love, man. Appreciate it. Did you change your name? Because I feel like I've seen the profile picture. If you have, I can't remember. No, you were here before. You didn't change your name. I'm tripping out. Yeah, editing your own videos. I'll give you a sub, my man. I'll get you up there. I have your 43 sub. Go sub to him, guys. No better time to start than now, man. So I'm glad you kicked off. Oh, you're Ariane. Yeah, you did change it then. I ain't tripping. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. My man, I was about to say, you said like the stream. It is you. That's why I see the lingo. I'm glad you're kicking off, man. You know why Jones retired? Because, yeah, I mean, legal troubles aside, I think that's not why he retired. I think he retired because he's terrified of Tom Aspinall. That's nothing new. Paddy versus Ilya? I actually think that fight is so fucking close. I'm going to be real with you. I don't... I got so much flack for this, but I got flack for when Paddy was fighting Chandler. I got so much flack for saying Paddy would dominate him. So much flack. And I don't want to be that guy saying, oh, actually, I said that. But I did say it. And I've been saying that for a long time. And I think Paddy, and I stand by it now, if they are to fight, and I think they will, I think that fight's very close. I think Paddy has a very good chance of beating Topuria. I think he has a chance more than pretty much all of that top 5 in the division. I do. Because he's huge for the weight class, and his grappling game is phenomenal. I do think Ilia Topuria would win. I do. But if you don't think that fight's close, you're insane. Yeah, exactly, LG, man. He is. This is what I'm saying. And he's got great kicks. And if we're talking about one weakness Ilia Topuria has, it's high kicks. And Paddy's very crafty with them. This is what I mean, man. It's don't rule it out. Okay, yeah, listen, I'll support either way, man. Who would ever pick Chandler and Paddy? Yeah, your ass, bro. I don't forget. Most of you motherfuckers. Paddy ain't doing shit to it. I think you'd be surprised, bro. The grappling is a problem. And he's very strong for the weight class, too. He is hittable, though, and that's the difference. And I think Ilia would probably find victory through that. Armin's a problem. Yeah, he is as well. I just need to see more of him. I could wrestle Mike Tyson, if I'm honest. Sambo Chapman, pretty heavy, 87 kg. I mean, I'm sure you could beat him. We're talking about Tyson now. And honestly, Tyson back then. I don't think that's a crazy take. If you're a Sambo fucking champ and you're 87 kg, Tyson's never done a bit of wrestling a day in his life, bro. You get him to the ground, you're gonna win. It doesn't matter if it's Mike Tyson. You can't box if he's on his back. I say this about the best boxers of all time. You can put them there, but if they can't fight off their back on the ground and they're getting crushed, what the fuck are they gonna do? That's not a hot take. Include up on Paddy. People just don't know or they don't want to admit it. This is what I've been saying for so long. They don't want to admit Paddy's good because they don't like him. Paddy Armin next? Yeah, I think Paddy beats Armin. Armin maybe is a better chance. Yeah, styles make fights, and that's why I'd probably say that. But I think Paddy would beat Armin as well. Did I trim my mustache? You talking to me? No, I did not. I mean, I do. So maybe I guess I did. I just keep it shaped. Ilia would test the scouts, the jaw, and find out if they do get knocked out. He definitely would, right? Hooker's next fight for Dan Hooker, best streak at 155. I mean, who have we got right there? I mean, there's always so many names. I mean, I think Gaethje, right? I know that fight was meant to happen, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't it booked in and then cancelled? Yeah, I'd give him. Sure. I mean, the Poirier rematch would be fun, but Poirier's retiring as he should, so that's out of the equation. Holloway, it won't be, obviously. I think Gaethje. It has to be Gaethje, or maybe Charles Oliveira if he gets knocked out by Ilia. I think that makes perfect sense. I think Armin would do bad things. But that's fair. I think it's a close fight. They're both top fighters, man. Going back to, you can have 3 fights to 318 to make it stacked. Loaded question. Gonna get the rankings up. I would do. I can't pick ones that have already been match made, right? Okay. I do for no reason. I do Adesanya Whitaker trilogy. I do Shevchenko versus Amanda Nunes. And for also another trilogy. Maybe I do like trilogies. And I would do. I don't know. I'm looking at the rankings right now. Fuck it. Give me Jiri Ankalaev. Screw it. Why not? That might happen anyway. In fact, it probably will. Hitbull and has a hard hit like Justin also is in Charles' experience, I guess. Listen, there's a lot of hard hitters at the lightweight. I myself was a Paddy hater for a long time, and I see now I was blinded by the fact I just didn't like him on Molly at the time. Exactly. He's good, man. He's very good. Oh, my stream chat just updated. Holy shit. They did prove that, LG. You're not wrong. Did I watch the KSI video? No, I didn't. I'll have a look. Ortega Sterling. I think it's a great fight for grappling, and I'm glad it's a good fight for Ortega. I said it earlier because he's not going to get knocked out. At least it's very unlikely. So it's a fun one for him. For Sterling, it's a good fight too. It makes perfect sense. I like Sterling in it though. I do. So Sterling's still underrated. Val man, exactly, because we all know Val won the second fight. Imavov, I've got Imavov in that, but close one as well. Paddy does better than Armin. I think he's got a better submission game than Armin Sarukin. I think he definitely does. He's an opportunistic grappler. Obviously, the wrestling is a different question, but Paddy's very good off his back. And he's got better kicks than Armin. They were terrible with Pon. I hate them. Pantoja's one, though. Fire as fuck. Best custom shorts we've seen. I think Ruffy can move up the rankings. Sure. But I think I do worry, Don, like Carlos Prates, he'll suffer the same fate as him. I think the wrestling might be a problem when it gets to it. But the UFC are clearly matchmaking him very carefully with who they're fighting. So Ruffy, I think he is not ranked. He's one off he's right outside the rankings. If it was any other weight class, he'd probably be there, but lightweight is just stacked. I don't give a shit about the titles. I'm just talking about good fights, man. They're fun. They're sick-ass fights. Like, you've asked me to pick 3 goated fights. I'm picking them. Yeah, I can't lie. Hill's shorts are awful. They are really bad. I don't know who designed those. Don't know about Trilogy, but Emmett versus Tafura 2 should be fun. What, if you want another beatdown, sure. This is crazy. Paddy ain't doing shit against Arman or Ilya. Can you not see the skill difference? I do think Ilya and Arman are better fighters. They're more well-rounded. And Paddy definitely has some deficiencies, but Paddy's an opportunistic fighter, which is what makes him dangerous against anyone. And if he can use his grappling, he'll do well. He's much bigger than Ilya Topuria. Much bigger. He'll be stronger. He'll be way stronger than Ilya Topuria. And he'll have that range. And Jai Herbert caused problems with that in mind. If you don't think that Paddy has a chance against Ilya, you are crazy, man. You really are. I still would pick Ilya Topuria, but best believe I'll put money on Paddy via submission any day of the week. Seriously, any day of the week, I'll put money on that. Did you say our rent got abducted or some shit? I don't know. I didn't see that. Alien and beat Pavis just scattered over. Yeah, it's bad. Arman would beat Paddy easy. I don't think it's easy. I would pick Arman as well, but again, it's not easy. I think Arman would grind down Paddy, I think, with the wrestling, maybe. But Paddy's good, man. He is good. Listen, yeah, I think there's if you wouldn't make a little bet on that, if the odds are good, I'm betting Paddy via sub any day as a little punt. I'm still picking Ilya Topuria, but I'd make the outside bet. Would you let bro date your sister? I don't have a sister. So no. And I wouldn't... Huh? Hang on, yeah, you just fried me, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, oh, definitely no. Now I actually clock what the question is. If by bro you are talking about actual sibling, then I don't need to answer that question, obviously. Atomic, you're better than that, man. Bitch, why is she sure she said she had aliens in her shorts? Her relatives claims they... Oh, her relatives, not her rent. Abducted, yeah, that is crazy. That is wild. I mean, I've heard crazy things from UFC fighters. I mean, Bryce Mitchell exists. So does Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans, bro. They all 3 of those motherfuckers believe the earth is flat. I'm so disappointed in Rashad Evans. I thought he was a bit more of an intelligent man than that, but nope. That video of Cutman Tate on Jackson podcast just talking to them all dumbasses to their faces is great. Shout out Cutman Tate, by the way. UFC GOAT. The only good Tate on this planet. So add 318, I would add Gaethje Paddy. Yeah, sure. That's a great fight. 5 rounds too. I love it. Prates Neal, yes, that's a good shout. Jackson Font, banger. Montel, you already said Font though. Oh, Montel Jackson, right? I'm doing them. Oliveira Phillips, yeah. Prates versus Neal, yeah. Paddy Justin, Dustin Max Holloway. That is a banger. If that was the thing, that was the card, that would be a top card of the year. More surprised we don't get Paddy versus Topuria. Yeah, that's what I said. I think Ilya will call him out on the mic. I do. I ain't answering that, George. I ain't got one, bro. Anyway, I'm a man of culture. BJ Penn, yeah, he's off the rails. I worry about his family. I'm not gonna look that up. Oh, are they his relatives? I mean, maybe they were. I'll look it up. What about Misha Tate? Oh, I like Misha Tate. Yeah, she's a good Tate. The rest of them, no. Cutman Tate and Misha Tate, only good Tates. How far do you think Fiziev can go? I've always said he can become a champion. I think it's just the way he approaches fights is the difference. And I don't know what it is. It's a little decent because I think skill set wise, I don't think there's a better striker than him in the division. He's a little small for lightweight. I'd like to see him maybe down a weight class. Because he's not that big for lightweight. He can probably make the cut. I'd love to see him down at featherweight. I think he'd destroy people at featherweight. I think that would be the move for him. Don, I think that's what he would say. I don't think it's the truth. And I have a corn addiction is still an insane name, and I'm glad it's corn and not the other one. My sympathies regardless. He struggles with the weight cut. Yeah, if he could somehow make featherweight, I think he'd kill motherfuckers. Because he fights the UFC 5 IRL, right? Leaning back off of head kicks. Yeah, I mean, bro, as I've always said, his body kicks are my favorite in the sport. He just throws them with venom. RDR Strickland, I mean, if he gets through Whitaker, makes sense to me. What are the odds for Whittaker RDR? I think RDR is a favourite. When is that fight? Soon, right? Is that on 318? No, sorry, not 318. It's on a fight night, isn't it? Yeah. Oh shit! It's in a month. It's a month today. I don't know who the favorite is. Tapology is telling me. I mean, the Tapology community has got 56% in favor of RDR. I don't know what the betting line is. It's not showing me on Tapology, so I don't know. 1 Leo versus 100 Diddy. I don't know if I can make that. Attention therapy for that addiction. Yeah, for corn or the other one. Did you watch the new Mr. Beast video? No, I didn't. I don't watch Mr. Beast. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube anymore. Besides, the only YouTube channel I would guaranteed always be there for is Nakey Jakey, and he uploads like once a fucking year, so it's kind of an occasion. That and Skill Up. I like Skill Up. He's my goat. They're the only two games channels I watch. They're great. Skill Up, only game reviewer I ever watch. He's just goated. Always an absolute legend. Would you become a house husband if you made 100 money a year? Sure. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it though, actually, so maybe not. I don't think I could sit around doing that all day. Masvidal's body kicks. Yeah, good shout, actually. That's a great pick against Diaz. Yeah, 244. Was it 244? Was it 2? Yeah, 241 was Stipe versus DC2. So 244 was, I believe it was the BMF belt fight, right? Which had, I want to say it was Pettis versus, was Pettis on the co-main? He was on the card, right? I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. No, he wasn't. No, so I'm getting mixed up. Pettis fought Diaz a fight before that, I think. Or maybe a fight or two before that. Co-main event was Gastelum Till. Yeah, I remember. Wonderboy Luke. Yeah, Wonderboy dropped him a couple times. Shit, that's a long time ago now. No, I don't, Tomic. Yeah, I did, Wolf. Banger. Good bit of grappling in there as well. Again, a lot of the tough fights go under the radar, and I'm glad you brought it up because I don't watch it, so. I am not, George. I don't like that guy. The Masvidal, I don't know what that means. Give Askren a lung. I think I've heard he needs 2. I mean, Askren's fucked, which is so sad. And on that summer note, I am gonna have to love you and leave you guys because I've got food to eat. I got a little bit more editing to do. And I'm actually really tired right now. Hamzat DDP prediction. I'll leave you with that. At the moment, I've got Hamzat, but I'm reluctant to pick against DDP because I haven't done it since Whittaker, and I vowed to never do this again. Hamzat Chimaev is he's an unstoppable force, and he's fighting an immovable object. I've asked good timing because I'm jumping off too, man. But I appreciate all of you guys. Have a good morning, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you are at in the world. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a good one, people.